What would you do for eternal beauty and success? In a town shrouded in obscurity, a singular talent emerges, an artist known only as the Sculptor. With a distinctive flair, he crafts sculptures so hauntingly lifelike they seem to breathe. But the allure of his work is more than its stunning realism. Whispers float through the town, rumors of a tantalizing promise that the sculptor offers to those daring to cross the threshold of his studio. Eternal beauty, everlasting success, all encased in a frozen tableau of their own making. Yet, those who venture in, lured by this siren call of immortality, vanish without a trace. The town, once a quiet retreat, is now a spectral landscape, echoing with the silent screams of lost souls and tormented by vivid nightmares. In the face of this eerie terror, one individual found the courage to challenge the unknown. In a town haunted by silent screams and plagued by nightmares, one individual dared to uncover the truth. Drawn by curiosity or a personal motive, I step into the sculptor's studio. The air denser, filled with an indescribable chill as I cross the threshold. The sound of my footsteps echo off the stone-cold floor, swallowed by the profound silence that hangs in the studio. Me, sculptures of haunting beauty, stand like silent sentinels, their lifelike features frozen in an eternal tableau of despair, and my heart pounds in my chest. A staccato rhythm that underscores the eerie tranquility of this artistic mausoleum. Step I take deeper into the studio, the unease grows, prickling at the back of my mind, a whisper of dread that refuses to be silenced. The eerily lifelike sculptures seem to watch my every move, their hollow gazes following the intruder in their midst. My breath catches in my throat, a sense of imminent danger coiling around my heart. Yet I press on, driven by an irresistible pull towards the unknown. But as I ventured further, the line between life and art began to blur. The sculptures were not just lifeless art, they were vessels of tortured souls, forever trapped in a twisted masterpiece. Imagine the pure, unfiltered horror that gripped our protagonist as this realization dawned. Every detail, every line, every curve of the sculptures that once seemed lifelike now screamed of agony and torment. The eyes that held a gleam of life were in fact mirrors to an eternal nightmare. Our protagonist, driven by a cocktail of fear and determination, began to understand the horrifying reality of the sculptor's studio. The quiet studio was not a sanctuary of creativity, but a prison. A prison where souls were traded for art, where dreams of fame and immortality were twisted into a grotesque parody of life itself. In this horrifying revelation, the protagonist felt the walls of the studio closing in. They could hear the silent screams, the desperate pleas for freedom from the sculptures. Each sculpture no longer a testament to the sculptor's talent, but a chilling monument to a stolen life. The protagonist could almost feel the icy fingers of fear clawing at their sanity as they tried to navigate their way out of this macabre labyrinth. But as the chilling truth of the sculptor's work sank in, so did another, perhaps even more horrifying realization. The true cost of unnatural beauty and success was not just a physical price, but a moral one. The victims had willingly walked into the studio, lured by the promise of eternal beauty and success. They had been willing to pay any price, even if it meant surrendering their souls. In the end, it wasn't just the sculptor who was the monster. It was the desperate pursuit of a distorted ideal of success and beauty that was the real beast. The protagonist, now standing on the precipice of this chilling truth, understood the grave implications of their discovery. The true horror was not just the grotesque sculptures, but the moral choices one makes when faced with the temptation of unnatural beauty and success. Escaping the clutches of the sculptor, our protagonist was forever marked by their encounter. They had seen the horrifying truth behind the facade of eternal beauty and success, a truth that was as grotesque as it was alluring. The sculptures, once seen as masterpieces, were now vessels of the tormented, each one a grim reminder of the price paid for unnatural desires. The town, once forgotten, was now a haunting ground for souls trapped in their own vanity, forever encapsulated in twisted works of art. The silent screams echoed through the protagonist's mind, a chilling symphony of regret and despair. The protagonist, once driven by curiosity, was now burdened with the knowledge of the sculptor's dark secret. Their life was irrevocably altered, their nights filled with vivid nightmares, and their days clouded by hallucinations. The moral of this chilling tale: Be wary of the promises of eternal beauty and success, for they may just be a trap. In the end, what is the true price of eternal beauty and success?